everybody. All right, so I have had some questions from people about what are we doing during the summer. So when we finished our official end of the year in May, like we were officially done with our days for our state requirements, I had a lot of people that were at like, okay, so do you just move into like the next curriculum or do you completely take a break? What do you do? And every single homeschool family is different. Some people school year round and they just, when they finish one, they just order the books for the next level and get started. Other people take a complete break during the summer. We are kind of in the middle. So for a reminder, my oldest is 6. He just finished kindergarten. My middle is 4. So he's kind of preschool age. And then I have a little girl who is 20 months old, I guess, 19 or 20 months. So last summer, we just continued doing kind of like our homeschool preschool stuff during the summer because the routine is good for us. So this summer, we've taken a bit of a break. So I'm filming this at the end of June. We finished officially kindergarten. He finished his math curriculum and his language arts curriculum, and we finished our days at the end of May. So we have done a few things here and there since then in the last month, but a lot of days we've done nothing, and that's fine. Like, that's totally fine. Had coronavirus not happened, that was my plan anyway, was to take off June because we were supposed to have 3 weeks back to back where we would have like church camp 1 week. I would have been in Salt Lake City for Young Living's convention 1 week, and then we were supposed to have our CC practicum 1 week. And so we were just, we would have been busy and we would have done all of that stuff. Because of coronavirus, some of that did not happen. Some of that has happened virtually. So sometimes, some days I have still had stuff online to watch and to participate in. So anyway, all that to say, it's the end of June and we really haven't done a ton. We've done a few little things here and there, but nothing consistent. However, I am noticing we need to get back to that. Not because I'm concerned about falling behind academically or anything like that. I think at this age, play is the most important. However, I know that having that structure and having that routine helps with behavior. It's hard when they just have hours and hours of like free play, and time with just to go off and play. My kids do play really well together most of the time, but I feel like it would be good if we had a break in the morning when we sat down and we had school time. So we're gonna get back to more structured daily school thing, even though it's not going to be, we're not starting into our next level of language arts, which we use Logic English. We're not starting into our next level of Write Start Math. We will wait until August to start those when we officially start our next school year. So for the next 2 months, no, really just 1 month, I guess, for July, the end of June and July, we will just do some review things to review things we've learned. Some little fun supplementary things. It's not gonna be like super formal or super planned out or even spending as long as we do during the school year, but just to have a little bit of time every day where we sit down and we do school and practice so we don't forget stuff we've learned and just have that routine. So anyway, a couple of things that we'll be doing. Let's see. So Write Start Math is our math curriculum. We did level A in kindergarten. We will do level B for first grade. So we will that is very game based, and there's a book full of games. We have several favorites that we love, and so just playing those, it's good practice. So there's some of our game cards and the book. So we'll just continue to play those, maybe not every single day, but periodically to help remember the things that we learned in level A and get us ready for level B. We also have these workbooks. There was a place locally, a school supply store that had some homeschool curriculum, and they were going out of business and they had to get rid of some stuff, and so they were donating these. It's from Alpha Omega Math. It was kindergarten, and it was a 2-book set for kindergarten. So I just split them up and gave my 5-year-old the second half of kindergarten and my 4-year-old the first half of kindergarten because there was a lot he could do. It's honest, I would never pick this as a math curriculum for our school year. It's very dry, very boring, very repetitive, but very easy for them to do. And they love workbooks, so they sometimes during our rest time or just whenever they get a whim, we'll sit down and kind of work through a couple of pages of this. But that's not something that I'm like really pushing or like making sure that we get that done. For language arts, we use Logic of English. I've shared videos about that before. I can link to those. They have actually launched an online version of their curriculum, so you can do the full entire year online. We are not doing that. However, they have made a portion of it free for people to, I guess, just to test it out. Maybe, a lot of people have made stuff free during coronavirus type stuff. So anyway, we just finished up level B. So we did level A the first half of kindergarten, level B the second half. We just finished level B, and so then we have been doing the level B supplementary video stuff that is online, and I will link to that in the description of this video. So a lot of times we'll just sit down for 15 minutes or so and go through some of those videos where it just helps him to review the phonograms we've learned, practice spelling and reading, and so it's just a good, simple, quick little practice. So we've been doing that. We're gonna practice reading. He is already reading on his own some of our picture books, but I found these little readers at this little discount store called Ollie's that are like early reading type books. And so we have several of these that we'll practice. I did purchase, this is the only thing I purchased for the summer, and this is not just for the summer. We can continue using this, but I did get it with the summer in mind, and that is the Logic of English game book. So this is a supplementary book, Logic of English sells, that is not tied to a specific level. It goes through all levels, and I'll do a separate review on this once we've actually used it. But it's a book, and then you can get these little game boards, and it's just lots and lots of practice that's all game based. So I'll look through there and I'll pick some stuff we've already learned in levels A and B and use that, and we'll play some games with that. Also just some of the games that we had already done. Like there's this one called Fox in the Hen House where you have all your high frequency words in there and you practice those. So just little things like that. Again, not a set curriculum, just as it pops in my head, we'll do it. My middle, who is 4, has shown interest in learning how to write. He's been learning to write his letters in print, and so we will do a little bit of handwriting without tears to help him learn his writing, his print. And then for my oldest, who learned cursive through Logic of English, just practicing cursive words, like just tell him a word and let him practice it in cursive. So just little things like that don't require a lot of prep. Some other stuff, we have all these books that go along with CC Cycle 2. Not that one actually, well, yeah, the presidents do too. CC Cycle 2, and we read a lot of them last year during Cycle 2, but we didn't finish all of them, so just reading that, reading other books. I've got these buckets of like flashcards and games. The Target dollar spot always has like all these fun flashcards and puzzles. And so I've got stuff like that I had collected from before we started homeschooling that we didn't really use during the school year because we had our other stuff to do, and we try to keep our school time very short and not take up a lot of time every single day. So now that it's summer and we are not working on a set curriculum, is a good time for us to do these little things. So stuff like this, just little fun games. I used to be a math teacher, so I have a lot of little math manipulatives and games and stuff that we didn't use because our Right Start Math is a very robust curriculum with lots and lots of manipulatives and games, and so I don't try to pull in my own stuff. So now while we're taking a break, we can use some of that and play around with those. So anyway, that's kind of our plan for the summer. So it's very simple. It's not structured, but we'll still have us doing something educational, sit down every day, just to keep us in the routine and in the habit so that it's not so hard to get back into it when school starts. Also just to give my kids that little bit of a routine every day. So anyway, there you go. Happy summer, everybody.